CTOS Digital is raising 1.2 billion from its main market listing exercise at the offer price of 1 ringgit 10 per share. Based on the IPO price, this values the credit reporting agency at a market capitalization of 2.4 billion ringgit. The IPO entails the public issue of 200 million new shares and an offer for sale allocation of 900 million existing shares. The listed company is expected to raise 220 million in fresh capital from the public issue, which will mainly be used to pay down debts, while 59 million is earmarked for investment and acquisitions. The offer for sale shares will bring in 990 million that will accrue entirely to the selling shareholders. Creador is the largest shareholder of CTOS Digital with an 80% stake and will be offering up 720 million shares for sale via the listing exercise and is expected to pocket 792 million in cash. Post-IPO, Creador's stake will shrink to 40%. CTOS Digital is expected to list on July 19th. CTOS Digital says it has garnered strong support for its listing, with 23 cornerstone investors participating in the IPO, which it says is the largest number of institutional investors participating in a Malaysian IPO. CTOS Digital's Group CEO Dennis Martin says that the tremendous support reflects investor confidence in its strong track record and growth trajectory. He adds that its offerings have expanded beyond credit reporting and now includes a number of digital solutions to support every stage of the consumer lifecycle. The Yang di-Pertuan Agong has decreed that parliamentary sittings should reconvene before August 1st, 2021. In a joint statement by Dewan Negara President Tan Sri Dr. Rais Yatim and Dewan Rakyat Speaker Datuk Azhar Azizan Harun, the duo confirmed that they were granted an audience yesterday to discuss matters related to reconvening Parliament. They say that the decree has been informed to the Prime Minister, who is currently convalescing in hospital with a stomach ailment. The emergency ordinance is due to end on August 1st. Previously, the Yang di-Pertuan Agong only decreed that Parliament should be reconvened as soon as possible without specifying a timeline to allow lawmakers to debate the emergency ordinance and the National Recovery Plan. Parliament sittings have been suspended since the proclamation of emergency came into force on January 11th, which Putrajaya said would allow the government to train all its focus on combating the pandemic. The Employees Provident Fund has ceased to be a substantial shareholder in troubled Serba Dinamik holdings. The EPF sold another 96 million shares on June 25th, which according to a rough calculation leaves the fund with 185.08 million Serba Dinamik shares, or just under 5%. The EPF is the second institutional fund to cease to be a substantial shareholder in Serba Dinamik after Kumpulan Wang Persaraan dropped its holdings from 5.24 to 4.53% on June 1st. The EPF has been paring its stake in the oil and gas company ever since Serba Dinamik announced that its external auditor KPMG had raised a red flag over several transactions. It has since evolved into a rather public spat involving legal proceedings, a heated war of words and mass resignations. Meanwhile, Serba Dinamik's largest shareholder and Group CEO Datuk Muhammad Abdul Karim Abdullah cited forced selling as the reason for him recently paring his stake by 1.2% to 25.8%. As the digital banking license application period comes to a close, the identity of several bidders have been made public. Aeon Credit Service Malaysia and its parent company, Aeon Financial Service Co., announced to the bourse that they have submitted a joint application to Bank Negara for a digital bank license. Aeon Credit says that it and AFS will cooperate with each other by combining their expertise and resources to establish a JV to engage in the business of a digital bank upon obtaining a license. According to Aeon Credit, the JV was set up to establish a digital bank with a new business model in the market and to collaborate with technology partners to enable the adoption of transformative technologies such as AI and machine learning. Bernama also reported that Pertama Digital had also submitted an application to BNM. In its Bursa Malaysia filing, it says the Pertama Digital Consortium envisages its Islamic digital bank would place the financially unserved and underserved customers at its heart. On May 24th, Pertama Digital secured Crowder Holdings as a consortium partner, which was followed by InfoPro as a partner on June 1st. As Malaysia continues to ramp up its vaccination rates, AstraZeneca today confirmed that 586,700 doses of its COVID-19 vaccine are planned for delivery to Malaysia in early July. In a statement, AstraZeneca says it has delivered over 828,000 doses to date and is on track to deliver 6.4 million doses by early next year. Earlier today, National COVID-19 Immunisation Programme Coordinating Minister Kari Jamaluddin said that 1 million doses of AstraZeneca will be received from Japan on July 1st, which will be included into the supply for the country's main immunization drive. On top of that, 1 million doses of the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine will be arriving from the US on July 2nd. Kari also said that the government will announce the new dosing interval for the AstraZeneca vaccine on July 1st and that it will apply to all its recipients. Currently, the recommended duration between the first and second AstraZeneca jab is 12 weeks. As at June 29th, a total of 5.6 million Malaysians have received at least one dose of the vaccine, with 2.2 million having received 2 doses. Today, new COVID-19 cases declined to 6,276. However, Health DG Tan Sri Dr. Nur Hisham Abdullah warned that the RT number had risen to 1.04. A RT of below 1 indicates that the infection is contained.